2.3 million children have been cut off from desperately needed aid since from the start of conflict. Furthermore, 45,000 civilians had forced to leave the zone due to extrajudicial killings. As of December 2020, more than 1 million people have been internally displaced, along with 50,000 have fled to neighboring country Sudan due to ongoing conflict. Ethiopia is world's most diverse, oldest independent country in Africa, with majority of its political history being monarchical. In 1895, Italy tried to invade the Ethiopia, but Ethiopian army defeated Italians. However, during Second World War in 1935, Italians attempted second invasion, and this time they were successful in capturing the Ethiopia's capital Addis Ababa. Soon after, Italy combined three separate nations, Ethiopia, Eritrea, and Somaliland. But soon, with British assistance, Ethiopian resistance defeated Italian rule, and Haile Selassie came to power until 1974, when he was overthrown by hardline Marxist army officer Tarifi Benti. Soon after that, in 1977, Benti was killed and replaced by Colonel Haile Mariam, a Marxist dictator. He was responsible for the deaths of thousands of government opponents during the campaign of mass killing known as Red Terror between 1977 and 1979, with the aim to overthrow harsh dictatorial rule. Dozens of young men from Tigray region formed an ethnic nationalist paramilitary group and political party called Tigray People's Liberation Front (TPLF). They fought and destroyed rival rebel groups initially in Tigray. Soon after, they made alliance with like-minded leftist national rebels from Eritrea region. At that time, Eritrea was a part of Ethiopia until it succeeded in 1991. Coming back to the story, TPLF got the support from Eritrean region, and this alliance brought this TPLF organization a critical training and experience which allowed them to resist the massive power from Soviet-backed government regime. By the end of 1980s, TPLF became biggest and most effective armed rebel group, and ultimately on 28 May 1991, TPLF troops backed by Eritrean forces seized the control of capital of Ethiopia, Addis Ababa, and brought an end to the authoritarian government. In less than 2 decades, TPLF evolved into most powerful armed liberation movement in Ethiopia. For another 2 decades, TPLF dominated Ethiopia's ruling alliance, the Ethiopia People Revolutionary Democratic Front (EPRDF). During its 27 years in power, child mortality rates fell and large-scale famine was banished. But Ethiopia remained a one-party state, and growing generations of youth felt increasingly excluded by domination of Tigrayan politicians, and Prime Minister Meles Zenawi died in 2002, and his hand-picked successor Haile Mariam proved too weak to manage the growing tension. After years of anti-government protests, Haile Mariam, who was hand-picked successor of Meles Zenawi, stepped down as a prime minister, and then Abiy Ahmed became the country's first prime minister who belonged to the largest ethnic group, Oromo. During his acceptance speech, Abiy promised significant political reforms, and soon he started implementing those reforms from 2018 to 2020, as he released thousands of political prisoners, unblocked hundreds of media channels, and privatized state-owned enterprises. Furthermore, after resolving the long-running conflict with its neighboring country Eritrea, he was awarded as a Nobel Peace Prize. But Abiy's reforms also upended the country's long-established power dynamics. Tigray's regional leaders said that they were unfairly targeted in corruption trials, In 2019, Abiy Ahmed merged the ethnic and regional-based constituent parties of EPRDF to his new Prosperity Party. But TPLF refused to join the new party. The TPLF then alleged that the Abiy Ahmed became an illegitimate ruler because general elections were postponed due to COVID pandemic. However, TPLF, led by its chairman, went ahead with regional elections, and Tigray federal government declared this election as illegal.
The conflict erupted after the TPLF attacked a federal military base in Tigray.
Tigray Regional Security Forces loyal to TPLF unexpectedly attacked Northern Command of Ethiopian National Defense Force (ENDF) in Tigray's regional capital, Mekelle. Several people were killed. Abiy Ahmed responded by landing airstrikes against Tigray forces by destroying their many rockets and other weapons. During the course of ongoing battles between Ethiopian federal government and Tigray's regional forces, up to 500 civilians were killed in a massacre in Mekelle near the Sudanese border. Eyewitnesses claim that Tigray forces were responsible for the killings after suffering a defeat from federal government forces.
የአማራ ሰፈር የታወቀ ነው እዚህ ጋር ጀመሩት ማለት ነው የዘረኝነት ማጥቃት ብዙም በተለይ ኦሮሞና ወላይታ አልቋል ከአማራ ጋር አንድ ነው በማለት በጭፍጨፋ አሁንም እዚህ ጋር ያለው መታወቂያቸውን ብታዩ አማራ ጋር ተደምረው ዘርን መሰረት ያደረገ ብሔረሰቦችን ነው አጥፍተው ይሄዱ ዘርን መሰረት ያደረገ ነው ይሄ ጆኖሳይድ ነው በቃ ዘርን መሰረት ያደረገ ነው አማራን አጥፍተን እንዴ እየለዩ ነው ሲደበድቡ የነበሩት ሰው ያያችሁ ይያሉ በቃ ሲጠይቁ ትግርኛ ቋንቋ ካላወራ ኦሮሞ አይደለም.
Thus, this fighting between federal forces and Tigray's regional forces has left thousands of people dead with thousands of others living in a famine condition. From the forces of its neighboring country Eritrea are also fighting in Tigray for Ethiopian government. More than 2 million of Tigray's regional people have been displaced from their homes since the start of this fighting.